Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another exciting discussion, another Minecraft discussion on well being. This is Kimberly Quinn, and I am thrilled to talk about becoming the boss of our brain, which is what Minecraft is all about. That is the foundation. So, today, what I'd really like to talk about is broken is beautiful. I've done a couple of videos on this actually, but today what's a little different is I really want to draw in some wisdom from Japan, which is it's called Kintsugi, and it's got a couple other kind of derivatives of that name. And basically, it's about repairing broken pottery with sort of a liquid gold lacquer. And so basically, when a piece of pottery breaks in Japan, rather than throwing it away, they believe in repairing, this because it's also art, right? Repairing this piece of artwork, this pottery, ceramic, in a way that's respectful and also aesthetically pleasing. I mean, just if you think of the metaphor with this, it's so deep. Not throwing away the broken. How many of us, including myself, have felt broken and felt tossed away? Maybe if you're somebody who struggles with depression or anything, or a different fill in the blank difference in wiring, and just feeling that way, perceiving that you've been thrown away. This is just a wonderfully metaphorical for anybody who's experienced trauma or adversity and knows what it's like to feel like you're cracked down the middle. I know I have. And so the two philosophies that it's based on are really cool. And the first is wabi sabi, which embraces imperfection and impermanence. Think about that. Embraces, love the word, embraces imperfection and impermanence. So the breaking and repairing of an object is simply sort of viewed as part of its life. Is that, oh my God, that just says it all, right? The breaking is part of its life. And that not only that, part of its life, but it adds character and beauty. Also, I got to give a shout out to Rachel Goldsmith Turrow because I have been inspired by her. She's written a book on mindfulness, and it's for people who've experienced traumas and things, all kinds of different tips in there. But anyway, she talks about kintsugi in there for this reason, how broken is beautiful. And then Richard Powell says this. He says, think about this. Nothing lasts, nothing is finished, and nothing is perfect. That's beautiful. And I just love the idea of and they also believe that the light to focus on the breaks because this is where the light comes through. This is all just so good. Okay, and then the second philosophy after wabi sabi, which embraces imperfection and impermanence, is mushin, which embraces the non-attachment and acceptance of change. This is obviously very Buddhist, right? We've spoken about this in several episodes where the Buddhists believe, to tell what they sort of request or ask of us that we keep the mind open to everything and attached to nothing, because when there's attachment there's suffering. We know that to be true. What's interesting is with the broken pottery, it's kind of the analogy is kind of similar to or related to the blemishes or age spots, as they might be called, as we age, and wrinkled skin are wrinkles. And so the idea is repairing this pottery with this beautiful liquid gold. This mixture actually not only just fixes the breaks, right? Kind of glues it back together, but actually accentuates and beautifies the broken areas. So, it, again, it's kind of like looking at our wrinkles in a different way. That's interesting to me too, because I was looking into this. So many of us, at least in the States, and I love my country, so many, especially women, look constantly, like looking to Botox and ways to get rid of the wrinkles and get a facelift and a this lift and a that lift and nips and tucks and everything. And then of course you got to keep up with all that stuff when reality is, aging is beautiful, really. And instead of, digging in to go making all these changes, I don't want to judge that. You want to do what you want to do. I guess I love the philosophy of this where the light comes through the broken parts and that it's aesthetically beautiful, just like our wrinkles are, because wrinkles and age spots are looks of wisdom and strength, and the wisdom and strength that we've earned through going through going through life, because it's very difficult to be 70, 80, 90 years old. We've gathered a few wrinkles without hitting a few speed bumps along the way. So earned. And and then when I looked through this further, I guess there were some people in the West who really liked this idea with the pottery, because it's also, I mean, it's just beautiful. I've seen pieces of it, and it's just gorgeous. That they actually, wrapped a towel around sort of intact pieces of pottery. They were bowls, what I was looking at, and then broke it with a hammer. And I immediately, it's interesting because I thought that, and then I looked into it farther, and it just kind of, it takes away the whole point. You're breaking the pottery on purpose. You're missing the journey. You're missing the metaphorical journey of gathering and experiencing these cracks and breaks along the way. So this also had me thinking about the post-traumatic wisdom that comes from these cracks and breaks. And I've done a couple of YouTube videos recently, and one of them I spoke up Maya Angelou, and also I think Oprah, who both are saying the same thing with similar but different experiences about with sexual assault. And Oprah was raped at 9 and was molested till 14. And as you know, I was also sexually abused from the time I was 6 through 8th grade, and also physical, abuse, and also emotional abuse. And the thing is, Oprah and Maya and I guess I just put myself in some very good company. I'm in agreement with them that I wouldn't change one thing. Would I want to relive it? No. Would I change it? No way. Because each and every one of those cracks and imperfections that I have acquired along my journey are just filled with gold, and become such a much a part of me, a very beautiful part of me, that I now look through this, beautiful gold lens. Those of us who have gone through some of this stuff, and we look at things differently, highly empathetic, and we can see life with a very much like a deeper lens. And I would not change any of it for anything. Broken and beautiful, filled the cracks with gold. All right, that's it. So post-traumatic wisdom is what we're talking about. Kintsugi, broken is beautiful. That's it. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the very beautiful Champlain College campus today in the sunshine. Have a mindful day.